Archie, luxury jumps on a Boeing jet, leaves behind the family, no regrets. He's got a birthday on your old Shanghai, eyes are on Mrs. Lai, the reason why. While in Brisbane the tears roll strong, Chinese whispers called him to Hong Kong. Pack up your bags and off you go, leave behind the begging for the Luxie show. Archie flies where the dragon soared to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore. Archie's chasing dreams in the mystic land. Mrs. Lai brings coffee to his hand. Family's calls echo on the phone. He's miles away, lost, but he's not alone. In old Shenzen's glow, he likes to stray. With Mrs. Lai, they bonk till the light of day. Pack up your bags and off you go. He's not showing up to New York watch show. Archie flies where the dragons soar to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore. Though the tears roll down in Brisbane town, Archie's 3-inch dick flops all around. Celebrations in the neon night, forgetting home, he's chasing new Asian delights. Pack up your bags and off you go, leave the begging for the beach ball show. Archie flies where the dragons soar to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore. Weeks later, Archie leaves his playground, comes back home, he's Brisbane bound. Comes up with stories that he's going bust, has to fool the punters to gain their trust. Pack up your bags and off you go, leave the begging for the beach ball show. Archie flies where the dragons soar to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore. Archie spent the punter's money, he's in a fix, spins a story that he can't eat bricks. All the lonely simps believe his scam, grab all their cash, shove it in his hand. Pack up your bags and off you go, he didn't bother with the New York watch show. Archie flies where the dragons soar to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore. Tongues on streams, he cries poor again. His mate 10 gives him $5 grand, maybe 10. Archie thinks he's a big swing dick, cause the punters fall for his gypsy shtick. Pack up your bags and off you go, didn't bother with the New York watch show. Archie flies where the dragons soar to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore.
Hello, 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 hello. How are you guys today? Guys, it's early here in Shenzen. It's just gone 7 o'clock, 7:03, according to the Paddock World Time. Yes, sirree. I'm getting ready to jump on a Boeing jet to go to Geneva. I'm going to see Tan the Man. We've got Keslo's already there scouting out Amsterdam. He's already there scouting it out. And I'm also, yeah, a lot of good people, a lot of good stuff happening. So now, guys, what can we say there? Let's get this show on the road. We've got some Rolex teasers. What do you think of this Land Dweller? I don't get it. I don't get it, guys. I really don't get it. I don't see I don't see it. Just sending some invites. Who do we want to get on? We've got Keslo. Let's send him an invite because he's always cool. I don't know what time it is over there. Tan the Man, he's watching, but we'll send him just send him a link. We've also got, who else do I want to see there? Eddie's on staff. We've got Goldberg, Marky Goldberg. We'll see how he's going. There we go. We've got most of the punters. Most of the punters are done. They're really done nicely. Thank you so much. Yeah, yes, indeed. Let's have a look here. Just having a look. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's it. That's it. The punters have been notified. The punters are notified. Tusa, what's Tusa up to? He's been night out with the boys from Sydney. We haven't had Tusa on the stream lately for a while. What's he up to? I got a beautiful photo from Herman the other day. Lovely photo. He's doing well. So let's get back. Oh, he's lost weight, it seems. All he spent. I haven't lost weight at all, fuckers. No, definitely not. Definitely not. That's the camera angle, guys. That's the camera angle. What's going on? Remember, if Eddie wins, we win. Eddie's doing a great job. He does well. That's what we like to see. Let's have a look there. I've got a few sneak teasers. What's going on in the watch world? Well, there's some interesting stuff that has happened. They had some sneak previews that got canned. That's right, sneak previews got canned. Let me just find it. I'm just searching for it. Where was it? Someone sent it to me before. I think it was in the, oh, here it is. It was in the Rolex group. Deleted 2025 teaser. Let's have a look at this. I'll just get this up on the screen. This is from a Reddit. So it must be true because everything from Reddit is true. Have a look at this, guys. Look at this. Take a look. Take a look. It must be true. It's from Reddit, for God's sake. Okay, let's get this baby up on the screen. Where is it? Come on. Oh, here we go. Let's do it again. Okay, here we go. Look at this. Oh, no sound, I don't think. Look at this. This was the now deleted, leaked second Rolex 2025 teaser. One more. Let's have a look at that again. That's the new bracelet. Look at that. I don't know what it is. Do you know what that is? What do you reckon? 1808 is getting a gold Jubilee bracelet, which also has got quick release built in. The traditional color for an 80th anniversary is ruby red, representing a lifetime of love and unity. Wow. Amazing shit, hey? What do you think of that? What do you think of that? There we go. It's all on Reddit, guys. It's on the Reddit. What do you think of that? It must be true. And let's go and take a look at the Rolex website itself. What are they displaying as their thing now? What is it showing? Unveiling new watches. Let's have a look. Show much, does it? April 1st. April Fools? I don't know. What do you think of that? That's it. That's the ones. Oh, we got super chat from Patel Philippe, $2. Pull those banners down. Okay, we'll get the banners to stop. Okay, banners down. Thank you, Tan the man. We've got it all happening now on the screen. Let's have a look what's going on in the Archieverse. So what do you think of that? See, there's interesting stuff happening. It's all happening, guys. What do you think, hey? Hey, a little bit of breakfast. What do you think of that? Revolution magazine just released something. Wow. Patel Philippe, $5. Check out your buddy Waco's vid on the Land Dweller and the Natural Escapement. We'll check it out, hey? He's always got interesting stuff. Let's have a look. Revolution magazine. They've always got interesting stuff. I love Revolution magazine. That's a great magazine. I used to subscribe to the Rake. It got a little bit expensive. Now, where is the Rolex? Oh, Watches and Wonders. Oh, this is the Rolex file. Okay, this is talking about the, we actually had this on the show before. This is the, can the natural escapement, one of the most complex and delicate escape, make the leap to mass production? Look at this. This is, what's this movement here? Breguet invented. There we go, fucking Breguet. No one gives Breguet any credit, do they, hey? No one gives Breguet any credit, hey? Look at that, Breguet. Breguet invented the escapement natural, you know? Yeah, that's what happened. Look at that, Breguet's at the forefront of it, see? And you got dickheads out there saying that it's not the greatest brand there is. Some really crazy antics out there. Let's see. Let's see who's coming on today. Let's see who we've got some. Yeah, so there we go, guys. This is the gossip. This is gossip from the source. Classic escapement. So new escapement. What do you think of this? See, I've been going natural bareback for years. Breguet. Look at this. Breguet is so involved in this. It's Breguet. Look at that. And what a great idea. What a great system there. So you can't hide the fact Breguet's at the forefront there, hey? What do you think? Breguet. I was wearing my Breguet before. The Breguet. I love that. I'm taking that to Geneva as well. I need a Chunky Monkey sports watch as well as a world time, don't you think? Why not? Absolutely. Beautiful watch. I love a gold Breguet. I mean, how could you not adore that sort of shit, hey? Goldberg will be back. We love Goldberg. Goldberg's very, very cool. He's a cool guy. This is a great show to have many, many people on. The punters on. We want to discuss watches, see what it's going on. We're having some really good talks. I've got to tell you something. I've been looking at my own collection. See, sometimes when you take a vacation, it's very good to have a bit of a chance to experience cool shit. And let me bring something up for you. I was actually, you know, dream boxes, dream watch boxes. Did I show you last time I was in Shenzhen? They had this Hermes box, 28,000 Australian. Now it's leather and wood. And it's, there you go. That's my Breguet 7057. Interestingly enough, oh, we got another super chat. Super chat. ASB 88, £5. Okay, Starbucks sub. Starbucks sub, yes. Pepsi Jubilee. Starbucks sub, that's the green with the black dial. Pepsi Jubilee, GMT. Two-tone Daytona white dial. What do you think of these three-piece? Plus an Omega Seamaster electric blue as a beater. I think that's an amazing collection. The only thing is, I mean, if you were into hype, baby, wouldn't you go for a Panda instead of a two-tone Daytona white dial? I personally love the Maserati blue dial. They've come, you know, they're actually good buys. They've been good buys for the last 12 months. They have got huge upside. Just the racing dial, it's special. In many ways, I look at my Breguet and I actually regret getting out of my Maserati blue dial, but it's a fraction of this money. There was a lot of money. It was a lot of money. It's more than double this. More than double this Breguet. I think that's a great collection. Starbucks, a Pepsi, two-tone white. I actually love, out of the Daytonas, I really like the white dial. The other thing is that's interesting is the champagne can be very nice. What do you think of these three? It's fucking perfect. What more do you want? Three gorgeous Rolex. What more do you want? You could fill the Hermes box. The Hermes box. All you need is a dress Breguet and you're done. Three Rolex, an Omega is the beater, a dress Breguet, like a 7057, and you are done. 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 What more do you want? Look at this beauty. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is with the Hermes box. Look at it. It's just superb. 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 Absolute superb. Look at that. We got another super chat just come in. Thank you so much there. This is from the Zeal. The Zeal. Tanzeal, $5. Do you feel Marcus Allen Frischman can be coaxed into joining Eddie's dungeon after your soul reading later tonight? Look, that's a hard one. He's a difficult guy to get. He wanted his name in the title. There was a list of demands to meet to get him on, and it wasn't easy. I will ask him. I will explain it to him, but he's he's an interesting guy. I've been trying to get him on for years. Okay, let me just say that. Okay, so please don't get your hopes up. It's difficult to get A-grade talent, and I mean, I try my best, but hey, sometimes man's got to do what a man's got to do. You just got to try your best. Sometimes we can't always get what we want. But I try. I do try. Let's have a look at some of these pics here. What else have I got? I got to be careful. I got some nudes in these here. I've also got nudes. I got to be careful. I got nudes. Let's have a look what we've got here. Let's get some more on the screen. Let's have a look. That's the Hermes box, 28 fucking thousand. That's it there. Look at that. Oh, there's the Pontiff, the Poon. Look at that. Look at that. How do you get better than that? That's a Breguet man. Look at that. Tux. Look at that. That's a Breguet man. That's a Breguet man. That's a Breguet man. If you ever seen one, look. There we go. That's a Breguet man. Do I look 52 in that photo? Fuck, I'm starting to show my age. At least he's wearing a Breguet. There we go. Look, I got it. Why do Breguet men always looking like they are lying in repose? Repose. What does repose mean? I didn't. R-E-P-O-S-E. Repose, in a state of rest, sleep, or tranquility. Oh, because they are. Life is good. Life is good being a Breguet man. Yeah. Look at that. Dead in a coffin. There we go. There we go. Repose. Very reposed today. Some beautiful pics there. Very nice pics with the Pontiff. The Pontiff likes, there he is, he's fighting pandas. What more do you want there, hey? Look at that. That's the Pontiff. What more do you want? Happy Hermes. Look at this. I tell you what, they wouldn't let you touch the Hermes box in Australia, that's for sure. They won't let you touch that sort of thing. Beautiful baby, hey? Breguet. Oh, Breguet. Look at that. Breguet. Where the hell is that? Breguet, look. Breguet. 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 Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I got to tell you something, guys. I've really been looking at my, you do a bit of soul searching. You're on vacation. You really start doing the soul searching, because the thing you realize in life ain't forever. It ain't gonna last forever, Charlie. No, it's not. It's not gonna last forever. And I tell you honestly, I've gone a bit crazy on the expenditure. The money didn't come from the streaming, that's for sure. No. My money came from fucking HELOC. So I look at this here and I say, what do I want to keep? Well, you know what? I love the back row. 3 rose gold Breguets and a JLC. Then the front row, I mean, realistically, you couldn't, the world time is like, that's kind of the epitome of the collection. That is it. Then I've got, it's simple, 2 steel chronographs, the Zenith and the Omega, and 2 Rolex. I've got the Sub Bluesy, and you can't see it, but I've also got the Explorer 2 Polar. It's the only piece that survived the burglary. The only piece that survived. And then, as a kicker, I got a beautiful oversized 47mm Pam. Tap 1999. Tap, jump on. Come and have a talk to me, Tap. You do have to pay the HELOC back. You do have to pay back HELOC. Yes. What kind of bank would loan AC? Yeah, that's a very good point. See, so for me, I got to be honest with you, this box, I really am happy. See, I always want more. I want more. What do I want to add? That's a good question. What do I want to add? Okay, what is it that I want to add? And I think about it. I would love to add a steel Breguet Type 20. I would love to add a Breitling. I always love the brand Breitling Super Ocean Heritage 2. That's with the ceramic bezel. And I want the 46 jumbo size fucker. Oh, and I also want a JLC Reverso. I'd love a JLC Reverso. I think about what do I want? What do I want to add? There you go. That's it. I want a steel Breguet. I want a Breitling Super Ocean Heritage 46mm, and I want a JLC Reverso. Maybe tribute to 1931. I owned that before. Classic black, black dial steel. They were fucking gorgeous watch. There's so many Reversos, you've just got to wait until you're ready to swoop. But at a 5107, see, I don't know if Forbin, it's 37 mils, too small for me. I'm really big fucking chunky monkey of a guy. Chunky fucking monkey. I ain't losing the weight, Forbin. It ain't fucking coming off. It ain't coming off. So I've got to tell you, seriously, I look at this. What do I want to add? I'd say I'd like to have a steel Breguet just to have something casual. Breitling, I love the brand. I went to Breitling in Macau. They gave me the fucking book. They gave me the book. Breguet wouldn't give me the fucking book. And I'd like to add a JL. I always had a reverse. I had a Reverso for so long. I would like to get that. I would like to do that. I just love, I got to be honest with you, I think the collection is looking really nice. I love these pieces. I do. We've got a super chat here. This is ASB88, £2. Get rid of the Zenith, the Speedy, and the JLC and get a Panda. See, the only problem is the Panda, it's a hype watch. ASB, I don't like hype. Number one, the Speedy was a gift from 3 mates after the burglaries. I can never sell the Speedy. Number 2, I really love the Zenith. The Zenith actually means a lot. I love I can't explain it, I love it. It's one of those watches I had before and then I just really yearned for. It shoots way above its price point. And then the JLC, I got to be honest with you, I really love it. I love the fact that most guys here hate it. Just to piss Bear off, it's worth having. So, yeah, that's kind of my opinion on it. JT, if Eddie's winning, I'm winning. Okay, we want Eddie to do as well as he wants. You want to understand, we're the same network. It's like Swatch Group. If one of them does well, we all do well. We got Mark the Shark. Haven't seen him in ages. $2. Will you pay Eddie 50% if he demands it? We've got a deal with Eddie, and we're very happy. Okay? We're very, very happy with Eddie. Eddie's doing a great job. Eddie's doing a great job. Simple as that. We try our best. Okay? Do you ever get homesick? Herman saying, who gets homesick? I get homesick. This is my home. I tell you one thing with the watches, what I really want to do is get rid of, I want to get rid of that. I don't know why I bought that. See, this was it's a conundrum. I really thought this would make me happy as a watch. And I really liked it. An IWC Petite Prince. I mean, fuck. But I don't know why. It just didn't make me happy. It is beautiful. It's actually fucking beautiful watch. IWC Petite Prince. I want to get rid of it. I got a buyer. I'll tell you one thing. I was talking to a friend of mine, Dave, the super collector, and Dave's very honest. He says to me, Arch, you're not going to ever get an IT job again. Nobody fucking wants you. You've been out of the industry. He's exactly right. I mean, I'm fucked. I can't get an IT job. So for me, I like to just, for me, I'm just trying the game. An entry level IWC didn't make you happy and you are surprised. Yeah, no, I liked it. I thought it was just, I liked the blue. I liked the tan strap. The other thing I'm just thinking, the other thing I would like to add to my, what I want to do is, I went a bit crazy. By the way, guys, I've pretty well sold off all my Hermes. Hermes is gone. Hermes is gone. And the reason it's gone is I don't want to have valuable shit like that in the home anymore. I want it out of it. And it's difficult to use, pink. It was great to have, but I'm glad it's gone. I got to be honest with you. The pieces that mean a lot to me is the 3 Breguets at the back. Those 3 Breguets at the back. That means a lot to me. I really love the JLC. I don't want to sell that. I love it. The master compressor. It's fucking beautiful. It's a beautiful Swiss watch. Chunky fucking monkey time. I love it. I like the biggest shit. See, I got the world time is the biggest world time they made. The Zenith is 42 mil, same as the Speed. See, I've gone for bigger. These are bigger, iconic pieces. I love it. That JLC sucks. No. You don't understand. It's part of the club. Now okay. So that's the collection. Now look at that. Look at that. 3 Breguets. 3. Look at that. Look at that. 3 Breguets. I mean, how could you not fucking love this? Look at that. We got an enamel dial automatic. We got a Type 21, and then we got a traditional 7057. Interestingly enough, I was in the Breguet boutique and they told me they're actually 7057 is being phased out. It's being phased out. 7057 is being phased out. Yeah. It's I love it. I think it's a great yeah, I love it. It's a beautiful shot. Beautiful shot. We got another super chat from BTX, €2. Can I service a 2025 grey market 126500 at 80? Why do you want to service it? It's under warranty. What the fuck's wrong with it? Why would you want to service it? I don't understand, BTX. Of course, they're happy to service anything, but it's still under warranty. Why do you need to service it? I don't understand. Why is it not? Well, I'd just take it in, see your luck. They'd probably do it under warranty. If it's not, what's it not keeping time? What's the problem? 3 Breguets. I mean, seriously, what more do you want in life? Is life that bad? Hey? Is life that bad? Look at that. Beamer, world time. That's my dad's Audi next to my BMW. Living the life, isn't it? Unfortunately, you do need... Oh, who the fuck sent me that? Well, that's Breguet, man. He's Breguet cool. Some interesting... Look at that. Those are good times. These are some beautiful... I just love... See, the what I really love with the Breguet coin edging. Look at the coin edging on these two here. Isn't that fucking beautiful? And you can just see the little pie dish here. Little pie dish. It's got a secret signature about there as well. See, it says Breguet. Just incredible shit. This is incredible craftsman. This is I think Breguet's superb brand. I love the brand. I do. I love the brand. That's what you want in life, isn't it? To have some beautiful watches you can enjoy, you can love, you can do everything you want with. Isn't that the meaning of life? No? What do you think? Isn't that what the meaning is of life? Some nice watches. Look at this stuff. Look at this. Look at these. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's just so beautiful. Look at that. How is that not perfect? Rose gold on a brown chocolate strap. Look at that. How could you not love that? Seriously, isn't that just the ultimate dress watch? Breguet numerals, Breguet hands, enamel dial, automatic, no date. I love the fact it has no date. Watch Collector UK, I am great. Jump on the stream and let's chat. Let's get some, guys, we need some punters on the stream. That's what makes these shows so great, is we get punters on and we talk. JT says, I hate Breguet so much because of it getting rammed down my throat. Well, it's not rammed down. I'm just showing you some Beautiful shit. Don't you love the Breguets? Look at that. How is that? 40mm dress watch. Ultra thin. Automatic. The thing I love about an automatic, this particular Breguet, no fucking date. Everyone does an automatic with a date because it's easy to do. Breguet says, oh, we don't need to do that. Just classic automatic. Normally they save this for manual wind. Look at the fucking thing. Look at these fuckers. What more do you want? Look at this Archie guy. This is, you want to live. Look at that. That's round one, fuckers. Round one, fuckface. Protein. You need to eat protein. A little bit of beans here. Look at that. Just a little bit to get you going. Protein. You want to eat the fucking protein out of this shit. Look at the pond. He's happy. Look at this is fella. That's fella's 5170p. Nice watch with diamonds. Fuck. Very nice watch, fella. But I'd rather have these three Breguets. I would. I'd rather have the three Breguets. Why? They just represent more. That's why. We're in the world time, getting ready to jump on a jet out of. This is what you want, guys. It's absolutely fantastic. Fucking meat sweats. Yeah, I've had those. Gluten. What a gluttonous pig. Thank you, Jimmy. What watch will you wear the most? See, I got to be honest with you. I'm going to wear the two, the Breg and the Patek. I love my watches. I do. I love watches. I adore them. I love the watches. Seriously, I really feel rejuvenated. I think for me, a steel Breguet, a Breitling Super Ocean Heritage 2 46, and a JLC Reverso. That's probably it. This is it. This is it. Isn't that all you need in life for happiness? Hey? Happiness comes from within. I must tell you guys, seriously, I'm really thrilled to be going. It's a great trip. Watches and it used to be it's Baselworld. See, to me, it's always been razzle dazzle Baselworld. Baselworld. It's always been so cool. And I got to be totally honest with you. I fucking love it. We got Doc BBW joining me. We got the Doc on. Hey, Doc, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing, AC?
I am over the moon to have you on, okay?
Oh, well, thank you. Where's everybody else?
Hey, who knows?
Who knows? I'll stick with you as long as I can because I'm actually multitasking.
That's okay. How you been, Doc? Tell me this.
Well, I've got I had an interesting proposition made that I have to pass on, and that is another one of those vintage Daytonas, this time a solid gold Panda.
Yeah.
It's actually quite gorgeous, but this time, instead of it being a little under 100, it's around 100, 180, 190. something like that. A lot of money.
Who's it coming?
Lot of money.
Who's it coming from?
A dealer that I've worked with in the past. Yeah.
What's the provenance on it?
Well, it's nothing special, like it wasn't owned by anyone famous or anything like that, but it appears to have been mostly safe cleaned, as often happens with gold, you know, because gold is
Box
so
and
soft and
papers?
everything. You know, it does not have the papers. It's 1976, I believe it is. No papers.
Now, Doc, what stops you buying it? Can I ask you that?
Probably that part that I mentioned about it being $180,000 to $190,000. That's a lot more than, well, first of all, that'd be the most I've ever paid for any watch in my life. But also, I have to be honest, I was lucky enough to pick up a reverse Panda in gold, right? I already have a reverse Panda in gold. And I just really, I mean, I put it on. It's a lovely watch, but I rather wear the steel.
Do you have the 180,000 in a bank account or in shares? Where would you get the 180 from?
No, I'd have to shuffle around some stocks, and you know, I'm looking at selling a house. If that had happened already, I might just say, hey, I got extra money.
Doc, why don't you just pull the trigger and do it, man?
Well, because of the other part of what I was saying there is that since I already have a gold reverse Panda,
yeah, but Doc,
I hardly wear them, the gold ones, because the gold ones, I'm just not a gold watch guy.
Can I ask you something?
You can always ask. If you embarrass me, I might just go away, but you can always ask.
These three Breguets on the screen. I mean, I know you're not a Breguet man,
but I am wearing my Type 20. It's just not a Breguet.
Do you see the beauty in these three pieces, bud? Do you see the beauty?
Well, you know, I can understand. Well, first of all, I can appreciate the efforts and energy that goes into creating each one of those watches, certainly. And I'm more of a vintage guy, so once the Breguet started getting fat, the Type 20 started getting fat, it doesn't appeal to me as much. That's why I have the Breitling, and I'd consider getting the newest Type 20 once they come out with a no-date version. Because I do like the hands. I like the hands. I mean, I've got syringe hands on the Breitling, just like syringe hands on your Type 20, but I kind of like the original. You know?
I actually want to get a Type 20 because I got a Type 21. I want to get a steel one again.
Also Breguet, you mean?
Yeah, of course, Breguet.
Well, you know, they weren't the first.
I technically do own a steel one. It's just not in my possession at the moment.
Yes, and you don't know exactly where it is, but it may turn up. You never know. It may turn up.
Look at that, Doc. Is that beauty or not? You like the chocolate with the, I mean, it's just, what I love about this, it's an automatic with no date.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we got Roy joining us. Hey, Roy, how are you?
Doing good. How's everybody?
Good. Are you walking the dogs?
I'm at my commercial building. I do have the dog with me, but no, taking care of bullshit here.
Okay. Not walking them. So that's all right.
No, seriously, mostly just trying to keep them out of trouble.
Doc, you know, I'd like to see you get a Breguet. You know that? I really would like to see you get a couple of Breguets.
You know, the number of times that I have to put a suit on and go somewhere, and I think these Breguets look their best wearing a suit. And the number of times I have to put a suit on to go somewhere, probably maybe 5 times a year, and I even doubt that. I'll put on a sport coat.
You've got to practice this pissed off look. You've got to practice when you get a Breguet. You have to do this pissed off rich person look. Okay.
You know, the interesting thing in that photograph if you look at it. First of all, is that filtered? Has that been doctored, or is that just a natural?
No, nothing doctored at all.
Okay, so it looks like you might have lost a little weight then, right?
Oh yeah, put it back on, Doc. Don't worry about that. It's all gained. Plus 10%.
Is this an old picture? Is that what you're saying?
No, it's not that old. It's only a couple months ago.
So you're saying you've gained weight since a couple months ago?
Well, he's been to Hong Kong and stuff, so.
We got HR joining us. How are you?
Hey, Paul. I'm blessed. I'm blessed, Paul. But let me ask you a question, Paul. Recently, we've been talking a hell of a lot about Breguets. Can you name me some famous people that a 31-year-old like myself would know that wears Breguet?
Arthur Rubinstein.
Don't know who he is.
Piano player.
Oh, well, Hermie might know him. Actually, if he's classically trained, he probably wouldn't. But okay, keep going. Who else?
Napoleon Bonaparte, the greatest military leader of all time.
Okay, can you maybe someone a bit more relevant to me?
Sir Winston Churchill. If it wasn't for him, you'd be speaking German to me.
Okay, I mean, we're getting there a bit more. Maybe someone more my age, you know, maybe below 50. Anyone?
You're not a real man until you're in your 50s.
I'm not a real man. I'm an adult. I'm not a real man
You're a
yet.
boy. You're a boy.
I'm a boy with a fucking bluesy. Yes. So tell me, Paul, give me some more famous names under 50.
Yeah, I
Oh,
understand.
it's not looking good, Arch. Come
One
on.
of those rappers, famous people who wear the rapper Jay-Z. He wears Breguet, I think. Jay-Z.
You know, Christian sometimes wears a Breguet, I think.
Okay.
I'd
What
say
about
the
Harry
real question
Styles?
there is Jay-Z still under 50? I don't know.
What about Harry Styles? Does he wear a Breguet?
What's wrong with Harry Styles? I don't get it. What's wrong with Harry Styles? I
I'm
love Harry
asking you. I'm asking you. Does he wear a Breguet, Harry Styles?
Who is this Harry Styles guy? Why do you
He's
guys
from
keep
One-
talking about Harry
He's
Styles?
from One Direction. He's from One Direction.
Lieutenant General Thomas Brisbane. We've got Alexander Pushkin wore a Breguet. Baron Rothschild. Sergei Rachmaninoff. Ettore Breguet. Ettore Bugatti. You heard of a Bugatti?
Yeah, I have. Arch, but listen, let's compare it to Rolex. Look, you've got Roger Federer. That man exudes class, elegance, sophistication. And then on the flip side, you're telling me Winston Churchill. I mean, come on, Arch. He's incomparable. Don't you see this big boy?
I've seen in, I don't remember which website, but The Rock has a Breguet that's one of his favorites. But I don't know if he's under 50 anymore. I don't know how old The Rock is. Dwayne Johnson, that guy?
Yeah, okay, Dwayne Johnson. Yeah, okay, no, yeah, well done.
Is he
Costo man,
under
you're
50?
doing well.
I don't know if he's under 50.
No, but I can relate to him.
Too, yeah.
We've
Hey,
got a super
WW.
chat just come in
Sorry, go
here.
on,
We've got a super chat. Patel Philippe, $2 Canadian. Roy, have you been a fan of Eddie's antics on the dungeon?
I only caught one show. I mean, it seems like he's got a unique kind of thing going there. Hopefully, it does well for him and you all. But you got to get him to like keep the mic somewhere reasonably close to his mouth, because God, does he wander off into places and whatnot.
He needs a headphone then. Headset.
Yeah, probably. Tan got him to switch on to the headset, I think, partway through one of the things. So hopefully he sticks with that.
Yeah, then that way he can run around, dance, or whatever, as long as he's got the headset on.
Yeah.
Archie, I'm just reading the chat here. What watch did Adolf Hitler wear?
Ooh,
He might have been a Breguet man. Is that what you're coming to?
It was allegedly a reverso, but I don't know if anybody knows if that's really his or not.
I'm thinking if you're Hitler, you get a lot of gifts. So I'm betting a lot of people gifted him watches of different kinds.
Yeah, and he actually
obviously he must not have been
position at Lange, believe it or not.
Hey, BBW, when you're at Costco, are there many Breguet wearers working for Costco?
I would say absolutely not. I've never seen a Breguet at Costco at all.
Exactly. See, this is the thing. I
Never.
only want what I can get in Costco. You know this, big boy?
You know what, though? Every now and again, a Rolex pops up at Costco. I mean, a Rolex for sale at Costco.
Yeah, they do pick those up secondhand and then sell them.
It's really bizarre how that happens on occasion, because they're usually surrounded by Seikos and other, sort of lesser brands, or at least what most would say are lesser brand. And then every now and again, boom, there it is. But I've never seen a Breguet ever.
BBW, in your
But to
Costco
be
in
fair, I've
America,
never seen a Patek either.
do you sell crew clothing?
Crew?
Yeah, crew clothing.
On occasion, there's crew.
I
there.
love crew clothing. In the Costco near me, I always pick it up. £7 a t-shirt, and it's normally £40 BBW.
No, Costco does a good job with prices, I would say.
Well, they make all their money off their memberships. So that's where their profits come from.
Well, Roy,
Not
listen
to
to
be
this, right?
biased in anything like that, but I do think they do a good job.
Well, Roy, listen to this. This is the joke. I don't even pay for my membership. Daddy pays for it.
That's whatever works.
So, Arch, can you lock in a bit? What's going on? You look like you're disengaged. I need you locked in if I'm on the stream.
He's just frozen for the moment.
No, he's not at home, so he has good internet for once.
Go on, Arch.
I wanted to ask you a question, right?
Who?
HR?
A little bit sensitive, but let's go and hit it off, okay? I want you to compare two photos, okay?
Okay.
Photo 1. Here we go.
Sounds like
it's
an
coming
eye
on the
exam.
screen. That is pre-burglary.
Yeah. Not this fucking picture again. Yeah. All right. Next picture.
No. This was pre-burglary. This is the 4 Pateks on the back.
This is actually
that fucking watch box. Yeah. Next picture, Arch.
This is pre Breguet. It looks like. Am I
that
right
sub
about
is
that?
nice. That sub is nice. Next picture.
Yeah, it's a 41. 41.
Is
Next
there a
picture.
Breguet in there anywhere?
No Breguet. I actually
pre-Breguet,
acquired
like
a steel
Next
one,
fucking
but
picture.
it wasn't in it. Okay, so that's that photo there, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm getting
look at
lost in Patek.
I've already looked at it.
Okay.
He can leave it up
That's
5 more
good.
minutes if you need some time.
I've already looked at it, Paul. Let's go.
Time. Did you need more time, HR?
Fuck me dead. Next picture. Next picture.
I'm getting it up.
We can give you
I
that.
feel like he hasn't absorbed the first picture well enough yet. That's why he's so agitated.
And try to memorize
Archie,
the watches.
Is that a black polar? Is that a red sub?
I'm getting it. Just give me a minute.
Archie, it's dead air. It's dead air. It's dead air. Come on, Paul.
Okay, look at this. I want to see. Remember that photo?
Yes.
By the way, these are not the same watch box, okay? Tell me if this is better or worse collection. Da-da-da-da. Here we go.
Like an eye exam, HR.
Definitely
1
worse.
Doc.
or 2. 1.
Right.
Definitely worse.
2.
Sorry, you go
HR.
first, Doc. No, Doc, you go first and I'll answer.
Well, I would say that I like the bluesy.
I just want your honesty.
Yes, I like the bluesy because you didn't have a bluesy before, and
I had a steel.
You had a sub there, but I don't remember you having a bluesy in the previous photo. So
No,
I'm
it
saying,
was a steel sub date 41.
yes. So I'm
Translation,
saying
you have too many fucking Breguets now. That's what Doc's trying to say.
Archie, I've got to be honest. When we're comparing both the boxes, in this second box, that whole top row is absolute fucking garbage. You could get rid of all of that and that Zenith, and then you could just have the world timer, the man on the Viking moon, and the bluesy. That other box is way better. Way better.
They were too
The top-
small before.
Those top four, they're fucking garbage, Arch. I mean, what the hell is
They're
that
not
on that left?
garbage.
What's that? A pizza
They're not
cutter?
garbage.
Hey, Archie, can you cut my pepperoni pizza with that watch on the top left? It is garbage.
You don't like the JLC, is what you're saying.
That whole top row is garbage. Look at it. It's hideous. I'd rather wear my mum's toenails on my wrist than any of those top four.
Oh, honestly, Doc, I think this is a better collection.
Well,
You got rocks in
I
your
would
head.
say it's important to enjoy what you enjoy, but obviously some of us, we prefer some of the.
These are bigger sizes. You understand?
Well, like I said, I think it's a nice addition getting the bluesy, and obviously a lot of people are fans of bluesies. A lot of the folks that aren't with us anymore were big fans of the bluesy, so I think a bluesy's nice.
Well, let's put it this way. The new world time in white gold is better than the old one.
Are you asking me or
I like-
telling me? I think they're
World
both
time's
shit.
nice. World time's nice. World time's nice. Mm.
You're just anything that you don't own is shit to you, HR.
No, it's not. I don't own a black sub. I think it's lovely. Everything in this box is garbage apart from the bluesy. The man on the moon, not really my taste, but I can appreciate it. The rest is garbage. Get rid of the shitters.
Oh, come on. You can appreciate the world time, can't you? It's a nice one.
I don't know.
I don't
Listen.
think I'd wear it, but I'm not a suit guy. I'm not. I get in a
I
sport
think
coat
it's
every
also
now and
world times because of how busy they are. Really particular watches. I think they have a
Yeah,
smaller market for that.
I actually
I'll
use
give-
my
that
watches
to
to
Eddie.
tell the time. It's kind of a unique thing that I do, but I actually use my watches to tell the time. So I need some clarity.
See, I
Eddie,
do
I just
set
need to ask
mine,
you-
so they're correct. I just always look at my phone.
Arch, are you actually going to pay Eddie? Because I know before there was a bit of a disgruntlement between you and
Eddie
Jock.
got
You didn't
paid
pay him.
yesterday.
Are you
Eddie
going to
got
pay
paid
him?
yesterday.
Are you
got
gonna pay him?
paid yesterday.
Are you gonna
what
pay
about?
him, though?
Let me see the invoice. Let me see the invoice because I heard it was
Hey,
60%.
Just ask Eddie. He got paid yesterday. Boom.
You only
done.
paid him 40%. Is that for the memberships as well? You're giving him money because he's
I'm
got
just telling
loads of
you,
members now.
You know what, HR? Sometimes you just got to stay in your own wheelhouse, okay? Just stay in your own wheelhouse.
Archie.
We got
You
another
can't
super
handle the
chat.
truth.
Super chats are coming in fast and furious. I gotta catch
I
up.
gotta go.
Here we go. Patel Philippe, $2. AC3 will walk all over you. Yeah, we got a new show. After this show today, I got the Alan Frischman show.
Can you tell us a little bit about Alan Frischman for those of us who don't really know
He
him?
is eccentric as fuck. Okay.
Okay.
Except I don't know what he does. I don't know who he is, but he is eccentric as fuck.
Oh, this is someone you're not familiar with, but you've tried to get him on the show before.
Do you know who he is?
No, I don't.
Yeah, he's quite a clever guy. We're just gonna next super chat.
Is he a watch guy?
Yes, he is, and he's a Porsche guy as well, Doc.
Oh, so yeah, sounds like he has good
Patel
taste
Philippe,
so far.
$5. I don't care if you have 50 Breguets. Patek is never bottom row in a box, fucker.
You could swap positions with the JLC. You could. You could put the world time in the top row in exchange for the JLC. You could.
So the thing that he's talking about that I don't get is why get a steel Type 20 when you've already got the rose gold one? I don't understand that.
Because he probably doesn't like wearing the gold one. That's what I was saying before.
No, I just like to have a
prefer
casual
wearing
steel one just to.
So
have a
Archie,
top
how about
row.
this? How about this? It gives you a interesting complication, and we know you like chronographs. If you're looking for a Breitling, and you want a steel watch, why not get a Premier Duograph? You get a split second with a blue dial, 42 millimeter.
See, what I was going to suggest is if you're hungering for a steel Type 20 and you've already got the Breguet in gold, you could get the Breitling Type 20 in steel.
We got a super chat from Will Money, $2. Middle two in the top row are class, big boy. That's, of course, he's talking about the two Breguets.
Yes, he is.
7057 and 7147.
But I think Will Money is a proper businessman. Still wears a suit regularly. He's a different person. He's a good guy. But I think he's just a little more formal.
See, I don't even care. I'd wear any of those gold Pateks with shorts and a t-shirt. Like, it would bother me a bit.
I mean,
no, you can wear whatever you want.
You can wear them, but it just, I find when I'm wearing something like that, I'd rather have on a sports and steel. I find myself like that. And even when I wear my Milgauss, I sometimes wish, I were wearing a little bit more of a sport watch than a Milgauss. Although I do like the Milgauss.
I must tell you,
I mean, the Milgauss. Go for it.
Keep going. The Milgauss, Roy.
I was just gonna say the Milgauss is a little bit dressy with the polish and stuff, but it's an everyday wear. I wouldn't necessarily call that overtly dressy.
Oh, I've got an older Milgauss, of course. I've got a 1019 Milgauss. But
that's an amazing watch you've got, Doc. I love that vintage one. I must tell you, the Milgauss that's got that anti-reflective coating, that green tinge to it. I always felt it's like being stuck in a coffin you're trying to scratch your way out of.
It's just, it's a little busier than I'd like, and honestly, I'm not a big fan of the lightning bolt sweep hand. It never really did it for me. So it's part of the reason why I like the Milgauss I have. It has the standard sweep hand with a red tip. That's flashy enough. I don't need the lightning bolt and all that jazz.
Yeah. No, I think isn't the rarest one out of the modern production the white dial?
Probably is. I don't think there's a lot of demand for the white dial.
I love the white dial. There's nothing wrong with the white dial. That's a great. You're talking about the modern one, aren't you, or what?
Yeah, the most recent one. I'm pretty sure the white dial is a lot rarer than all the other ones, because the second that the GVs, let alone the GVZ Blue, showed up, that one was not really considered by many. It seemed.
Clive has had one of those. Clive has had a white dial.
Milgauss?
Yeah, the new one. The newer shape one.
Interesting. Okay.
Hello, Mr. Pooler.
He doesn't hang on very long.
Hello, Mr. Pooler. I'm representing Edward.
Got Eddie's union rep.
I'm representing Edward on his current allegation of unequal pay. Can I ask you what was agreed?
Well.
Hey, I'm the one doing the talking here. Can I ask you what was paid? What's been paid to him, Paul?
It's none of your fucking business. It's none of your fucking business. You know that?
Well, my client, Edward, has said it's been 60%. You've only paid him 35%.
It's none of your fucking business. Who gets paid what?
And what about the memberships? What about the memberships? In the contract, it was said.
Shop, Charlie.
What about the membership, Paul? If we don't,
shop, Charlie.
If we don't have this resided by the end of April, I'm going to take further action, Paul.
Be a real cunt at times.
Can you tell me what was agreed, Paul?
You can just be a real cunt at times,
What do you mean, Paul? This is the first time I've spoken to you, Paul. Is that what you want me to tell my client, Edward?
Anyhow, let's keep going with the watch talk. You know what?
Too bad he lost his connection.
I got to tell you, Doc. I actually enjoy my current collection better than the previous one, I think, Doc.
Well,
And my collections have always been about me. It's what I like. I don't need some fuckwit telling me he doesn't like their back rows garbage or this or that. It's what I like, Doc.
hey, that's the way every man's collection should be.
And
If
I
you're
gotta
lu-
hand
I
it.
think the way, if you're lucky, you have one or two pieces that other people appreciate. That's how I see it, because you're never going to please all the people all the time.
We got a super chat. What's your timing? $5. 3 Breguets are cool. World time is cool. Sell everything else around those 4. Start with a gold Submariner bluesy. You're welcome.
Is he saying he wants you to start by selling your gold bluesy?
No, he said sell the other stuff. Keep the Breguets, the world time, and then get a gold bluesy.
Oh, full gold.
I really do.
You've already got a two-tone,
My friend's
though.
got one for sale. It's $50,000, but
Do you really need solid gold when you've already got a two-tone?
It's two different things. Solid gold.
They are two different things,
feels
but
so
I'm saying,
special.
But do you really
it's
need
more than double. That's the only thing, is it's more than fucking double, you know?
Well, first
Plus
of all,
gold's
I
going
reject
crazy
the
right
premise. I reject the premise of need in this entire conversation at all.
Well, obviously, we don't really, if you really go by strictest definition, we don't really need any of these watches.
Exactly.
These are all luxury goods.
Archie, though, what do you think of the duograph? Do you like that from Breitling, or is that not your thing?
No, I love all the Breitlings. I really love, but for me, I want to get either a Navitimer or a Super Ocean Heritage 2.
Navitimer like the original reissue, or modern Navitimer with like an ice blue dial like Bear has?
I like the original reissue, like Cliver's has got, like the one you've got. They're both fucking beautiful pieces.
Well, I actually didn't get a Navitimer. I switched. I went to a Type 20.
If you get the Navitimer
reissue, though, but still.
If you get the
actually a better
Navitimer, the
looking
new
Breguet than the Breguet.
Well, I think it's the best looking of the Type 20s available generally. Until that gold Breguet that they've just released, as soon as they get rid of the funky date at 4.5, as soon as they get rid of that and offer it with a no date, I think that'd be near about perfect. Might consider getting a Breguet Type 20 at that point.
No, I was just trying to say the new bracelet on the Navitimer is a huge improvement with the clasp, and then it's no longer all high polish. It's a mix of brushed and high polish, which I think looks a lot nicer.
I honestly find
Roy, how do you decide what you buy and don't buy? Can I ask you that in your case? How do you decide, hey, I'd like to get another watch?
You know, I try to mull it over for as long as possible, and luckily for me, just because of you know, situation and whatnot, I usually have a couple years to think about it. And if there's always something that's there in the back of my mind, I'm pretty confident that if I get it, I'm going to keep it.
Are you looking for anything more?
So I saw something that I didn't know was possible, which is that apparently the new Ploprof, the summer blue, apparently they do have a shark mesh bracelet that fits it, even though they don't say anything about it in any of their material. It does exist and it can be ordered, so that's making a strong case to me.
So you'd add a Breitling?
No, Ploprof.
Oh, Omega Pro. That's a great watch.
Yeah. No. So
do you do much diving? You do a bit, don't you?
My wife does. I do not. My wife has everything through Rescue Diver with her PADI certs.
Wow. Incredible.
But I mean, I love the Ploprof just because it's got this weird funky shape, the summer blue dial.
You know, Roy,
And
my wife was actually a diving instructor.
yeah, that's cool.
She worked
No, you're in a
diving
great area.
instructor.
My wife dove the Great Barrier Reef, so that's when she did a liveaboard at the Great Barrier Reef for a couple weeks, about a decade or more ago at this point.
Yeah. Amazing stuff. How many kids have you got, Roy?
Just 2. So they're pretty
Are
young
they-
though. They're 9 and 10.
Oh, 9 and 10. Okay.
Yep. But it
Perfect
does mean
age.
that there's a lot of traveling for their sports and stuff. So do a lot of flying and whatnot.
Yeah. Would you ever give them a watch for their 18th?
It depends, you know, if they appreciate it and they like it, absolutely. But you know, I'm not going to give it to them if it seems like they're not interested in watches at all. If they end up interested in watches later in life, whether that's after college, when they get married, you know, I'll give them something then. But if they don't seem like that's of you know, it grabs their attention or anything at all, I wouldn't bother.
What about as far as your children go? What about would you give them a car at 16?
It depends on the situation. Probably not, but I
know
mean,
a lot of Americans give their kids a car at 16. What is with that?
well, I mean,
I don't
we
think the
don't know.
majority.
Although
I don't think the majority do that.
yeah, one, I don't think that. I think you're right. I don't think they do either. You know, I had a little bit of help from my parents with the car and whatnot when I turned 16. It just depends on the situation. You know, I was playing soccer 5 days a week. I didn't really have time to work after school. It was go to school, go to practice 4 days a week. One of the weekend days, we're playing the game. And that's year round. And so with my kids and their sports, it's the same kind of deal. So if I don't help them with that, they could be in a situation where it's just not feasible for them to have a vehicle, which means then I have to drive them everywhere. So if they're continue to be good students and they continue to do, you know, well in their sports, then I have an excuse to make my life easier.
Gotcha.
I wasn't given a car at 16, but I was given full access to one of the family cars at 16. So it wasn't mine, but I had access to it.
Yeah, I couldn't do that because all of our cars when I was a kid were owned by the business. And because I wasn't employed by the business, I couldn't be on the insurance. So the one car that the family technically owned was mine.
I see. What sort of car would you give them? Would you give them a Mercedes-Benz?
Oh, no, God, no. I'd probably get them some sort of truck or SUV. Just depends on what seems like it would be most useful for them at the time.
Old Cadillac Cinnamon, a Cadillac Cinnamon.
No.
You wouldn't start with something basic like a Honda?
Well, I mean, living up in the mountains here, and they go skiing a lot, obviously with me at this point, having something that has some ground clearance and four-wheel drive kind of helps.
I guess it's that's the reason why a lot of the companies aren't even producing cars at this point.
Well, to be clear, most people buy SUVs because they get leaves on their driveway. I mean, it's rare that somebody's in a situation like where I'm at. It's actually needed and useful because you could actually get stuck.
I would agree with that. You know, most people, a lot of people, they want to have an SUV because they believe they're sitting higher and they can see better. But then once everyone has an SUV, it's back to square one where you can't really see in front of the next guy who's got an SUV.
Well, and then some people like just being in something large in case they get hit. Neighbor down the street, his wife, when I was growing up, she would always have Suburban, and it's funny because she was like 4 feet tall, but her rationale was, you know what, I just want to be the biggest thing that I could buy and have on the road in case somebody runs into me.
Or in case she runs into someone.
You know, I never saw damage on that car, so I think she was just a little bit paranoid.
The interesting thing is more recently they've changed it, but the older Suburbans, they are large, so they have that going for them, but they didn't crash test very well, so you could actually get hurt.
No, that's one of those things, is because they were crash tested as trucks, and that's a whole different standard set.
Whole different codes, exactly. So people don't realize
but physics is still physics. As long as you don't hit something big, if you're in the thing that weighs twice as much as the other thing, you're going to come out ahead.
Well, what I meant is because oftentimes when you get hurt, it's because you hit something stationary like a pole.
Yeah, no, that's definitely true.
And I've known people who did it in those large trucks like that, and they got hurt pretty badly because of it. No,
the trucks to this day, I believe that all this is still accurate.
Yeah, I thought they were doing better with trucks now, but honestly, I've never considered it.
Sam Davidson, £2, super. Thank you, Sam Davidson. You know what's very popular in my neck of the woods is people buy these SUVs that are 2-wheel drive.
Most of them here are.
Most of them are 2-wheel drive.
I think most of them in the U.S. are 2-wheel. It's usually an option to get 4-wheel.
Yeah, I thought most of the ones that the dealers opt to get on their lots tend to be all-wheel drive or something like that.
I don't know. I actually am not a big SUV guy. I had one when I was in snow country for a while. I had a 4Runner, and it was okay. It was actually quite nice, but I kind of like having something a little sportier. Let's just say I never felt excited about getting into my 4Runner. It was utilitarian, but it never.
They were good. A 4Runner is a good vehicle, Doc.
It was very good. It went 225,000 miles before the engine crapped out.
Sorry, I walked outside and apparently out of Wi-Fi range.
I was
you know, Doc,
I was in college at the time, and some of the professors were jealous, thinking they thought I was a spoiled rich kid with a brand new SUV when it was really a 10-year-old SUV. 4Runners are great in that regard. Very nice paint job too. It looked brand new.
Well, paint job. What's the bigger Toyota one? Not the Land Cruiser, the one that they have in this country. My buddy had one of those for 25 years until some. No. The Sequoia. No, I was saying this. The Sequoias are also really good too. They last forever. My buddy had one for 25 years until some 16-year-old girl in a BMW ran a red light and totaled it.
I bet the BMW driver wasn't injured.
I mean, nobody was injured. He wasn't injured. She wasn't injured, but both cars were totaled.
Yeah, I could see it was totaled. I could see it being totaled.
It's easily to total an old car. It doesn't take much to total it.
Well, I was thinking.
Yeah, but it totaled the new BMW though, as well.
Because the BMWs,
at least it's not dead.
They're great for crumple
It's meant to crumple up. That's what it's meant to do, don't you think?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. They have great crumple zones on the BMWs, but the problem.
That's what they're meant to do, is crumple up.
Correct. I'm just saying, like even with the big crash, nobody was actually injured because it was a running a red light kind of crash.
Sounds like a T-bone.
He swerved at the last second, so it took a lot of the front, like passenger side, took a lot of that damage.
That's good. Yeah.
Wow. A BMW. They're a nice car, BMWs.
Yeah, their new styling a bit questionable, though, I have to say.
Exactly. I'm getting a lot of people asking if I'm wanting to sell mine, and I think it's partly because they're going downhill with their modern styling.
Oh, have you seen the that really dark, like blue that almost looks black in certain lights? Like I've seen that color on a few BMWs recently, some brand new ones. That is a cool color, though.
Headlights, you said?
I got to tell you that new. If I was buying a BMW now, Doc, I would get an M2. I think the M2 is where it's at.
Well, the M2 is a natural succession for the E46, which is it's only an inch shorter than an E46.
No, Doc, they got like this midnight blue paint that like chameleons almost between blue and black. It looks amazing.
It's very nice. Yeah. The paint job. Yeah. Mine is black, but I have to be honest, if I could get a midnight blue instead, I probably would have gone for a midnight blue.
I'm just going to call that color scheme up there because I also like Mercedes had a petrol blue. Remember petrol blue? Like it had a little bit more green in it. I don't know if you remember that petrol blue.
I have to be honest, I'm not really.
I'm just going
to
pull this
that one
up on the screen now. That's a midnight blue you're talking about, isn't it, Roy?
I think he's talking about one that's actually even darker than that. It's a new one that they've come out with that's even darker than
Sorry, I had to walk away from
I think
for a minute.
Which is the
well, it's really hard to tell in pictures, though, because with the way the light is and everything, it's hard to tell. You know,
the one that he's talking about will actually look like a very dark, almost black, and the only way you can tell it's not black is by looking at things like the spoiler, which comes in black, and then you can see, oh, it's not quite the same color, but it's very close.
I agree. I love that color,
but
it's beautiful.
That blue looks like your BMW. No. Yours is blue.
So mine is the Portimo blue. Portimo.
So it's a little lighter than that one. Okay.
Yours is almost like it's not quite an electric blue, but it's pretty close to it, I think.
Yeah, you're right. It's complete. I actually prefer that midnight blue, I must confess. Okay, that midnight blue is fucking amazing. We got a super chat in from Patel Philippe, $5. What are your gonzo plans for Geneva? And have you sorted out with Lux or Eddie to help man the command center while you're out and about? Yes, I'm working on that.
That'll be fun.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Did you guys see the new Rolex leaks? The like short video they released? Did you guys talk about that?
No, I've been here.
We've you're talking about that new land dweller thing, aren't you?
Well, in the short video, it looks like it's Rolex is releasing, whether it's a land dweller or not, it looks like they're releasing a natural escapement.
Correct. And who invented that? Breguet.
Yeah, long time ago.
Breguet invented that. Nobody see. Oh, did they? Oh. That's why it's the cornerstone of my collection, Doc.
Well, I think if you were going to really get excited about who invented what or whatever, I mean, if you've got a chronograph, and you do, then you'd want to have a Breitling, because they were the ones to invent the chronograph, weren't they?
Well, I know they were the ones to do like the two pusher configuration, but I don't think they invented the chronograph.
I think that's another reason, if you're into that sort of thing, it's another reason to have along with your Breguet Type 20. You could get the
first
Breitling in
chronograph
steel.
was invented by Louis Monet in 1816, designed for use with astronomical equipment, and first commercially marketed chronograph was released by Nicholas Matthew Risuch in 1821, designed for recording lap times at horse races.
I don't think those had pushers, though. I could be wrong.
No, you're probably right about that, because I'm 95% certain the Breitling's big contribution was having separate pushers versus, like, the crown type pusher.
Exactly, and Breitling gave us the dual pusher for sure, dual pusher chronograph. So, but I just think that if you're really wanting a Type 20, I think the Breitling Type 20 hits the spot.
Breitling makes good stuff. I want to have a Breitling in my collection.
But I think you need to get the 1953 to make yourself feel, since you're really into the Type 20. You get a reissue 1953 Breitling. And back then, it's not a naked dial, but Breitling, such small letters, because they were understated in the 50s, that you might even forget and think that it's your Breguet instead of your Breitling.
Yes,
that's why I really like the Premier collection, because it has that vintage style.
And that's true too. It's understated a bit. Yeah. Because I mean, later on they started putting the B for Breitling and gold, which I like it. I liked the applied B on a modern watch.
Here we go. Patel Philippe, $5. It's fine to have Breguet stuff if you leave off the Breguet name. Rolex.
What's going on with this watch here? Why is the strap undersized for the lug?
This is a vintage.
I know, but you can still get the
time.
right strap. No, that's not.
Well, I mean,
strap.
I was going to say, maybe it's the original that shrunk.
No, I don't think it's the original. I think somebody popped that on there. They had an 18 sitting around that they didn't want to put on. Actually, I think the lug width was probably the same as modern 22, the modern reissue. So let's say it's 22 and all they had was a 20 strap. They just slapped it on.
Here's one of your watches, Doc. Look at that Daytona. That's what you love, isn't it?
I do. I don't think I have enough money for that either. Well, the exotic dials are just crazy money. I don't think I've seen one for under $250,000, and that's probably a steal. But I kind of like just the standard Daytona, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I know I'm unique. Most people aren't really into vintage Daytonas.
Really? That's why the price is so low, because nobody's into them?
People are into them as collectors, but I don't think people are into them, with the intention of wearing them.
Oh, that's like half of watch collectors that collect anything, though. I don't think that's unique to vintage Daytonas.
Oh, BTX, €2. Would you choose the M5 Saloon or the Wagon? Saloon, saloon, saloon.
Especially if you intend to drive it as it's intended at any point.
It's got better weight distribution in the saloon.
Correct.
Is the Wagon longer, or is it the same wheelbase?
I think it's the same wheelbase, but obviously it's going to have more weight, and the weight's not. You're no longer going to be anywhere near 50-50 on a Wagon.
Yeah,
it's not going to happen. but the wagon doesn't look bad. You know, if you have to have a wagon for whatever reason, it's not a bad looking car.
Well, I mean, they're functional. And realistically speaking, I think half the people that have SUVs these days would be better served with wagons. It's just nobody, at least in the United States, wants to buy them.
At least half. At least half.
Wagons were so cool at one stage, you know, Doc? Wagons were so cool.
You know, the push for the SUV was to get around some of the laws that were passed in the United States.
Can I show you the coolest wagon in the world? Do you want to see the coolest
wagons were very
wagon?
popular.
Can I show you the coolest wagon in the world?
Okay.
You need to answer it, yes or no. Do you want to see the coolest wagon in the world?
Sure. Let's show us what.
How about Roy? Do we get an answer from Roy?
Show us what you
I hope it has wood paneling if it's the coolest wagon in the world.
Here we go. This is the coolest wagon in the world.
What is it? Oh my gosh.
No?
Oh my gosh.
No?
Every day that I drive this, I would be wishing I had I had a coupe every day that I would drive. If I had
whoever thought this was a good idea, I hope that they executed them.
This is proof that some English
break. Do you know this is the coolest wagon in the world? This is
proof that it's proof that some Englishmen actually.
That's the series: coupe, convertible, and shooting brake.
Yeah, there's some things that it's a short list of things that I wish I could unsee, and that's one of them.
I mean, if I had this wagon, I would cry every time I had to get in it because I'd say, yeah, I should have a coupe. Instead, I've got this wagon. I'd cry.
You know, Ferrari did one as well. You know that, don't you?
Might be just as hard on the eyes, Roy. Better close them.
Here we go. Look
Ferrari's
at this.
made a lot of mistakes along the way.
Actually, Ferrari has a few wagons that look decent for what they are, but I don't think these are the ones I'm thinking of.
Okay, can I show you another one then? Okay.
Show us something that at least they would at least call a shooting brake. How about that? Maybe.
How about a Jaguar shooting brake? Look at this. They never put it into production, but this was an XJ40. Look at that.
Oh, XJ40.
Sorry, XJS. Yes, XJS. What do you think of that?
This isn't so bad because it never really was all that sporty anyway.
Well, I was going to say this isn't bad because the original car was also ugly.
Yeah, it's not really a sport. It wasn't a sporty car in the first place.
Nasty. You know that? Look at this.
Well, I mean, it works because you're dealing with a car that's not all that sporty to start with. So, and also because it's a larger car, so they were able to slope.
How about this? We've been talking Bentleys. What about a Mulsanne turbo?
No,
what do you think of that?
That's awful.
What?
Oh, that's awful. That's just. It's got the wood grain that Roy was asking for.
You got to bring up some of like the 1980s GM wagons that they sold in the U.S. Like,
I mean, otherwise, oh my gosh, no. Now this one isn't terrible. The Bentley.
What is this?
Bentley Continental Flying Star, not a Spur. Flying Star.
It isn't terrible. It isn't terrible.
Yeah, no, and that's better for sure.
I think part of it is having a nice sloping rear, which most of these just don't have. They're not going for style points at all.
A vintage Woody shooting brake.
Let's show you how to do it American style. Pull up a 1955 Nomad, Chevy Nomad.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Oh yes, let's That's
Now
gorgeous, Doc.
that was considered cool at one time. Obviously, it was before I was ever driving, but people used to get these. They put on the
You know, if you had a
flowers and the
T-bone in
stuff.
that car, you'd be dead, Doc. By the way, just a side note on safety.
These cars are not
if
safe
you had
at
a,
all.
If you had a T-bone in this thing, you'd be fucking dead.
T-bone.
Is that pre-lap belt?
It is. I don't even think they had belts, and I think if you had a head-on collision in this, you'd be dead. If you got hit from the rear, you could easily be dead.
Yeah.
These
No,
are
no
not
tempered
safe.
glass. No even
safe.
lap belt.
I don't even think they had padded dashes in 55. I think that came later.
Yeah. Non-padded metal dash.
But it's cool. As far as a shooting brake goes, it was pretty cool. But they're very expensive. Try to get one. They're expensive.
Were you ever a did you like the Thunderbirds? Like Thunderbirds, you know, with their
I test drove, if you're talking about the older Thunderbirds, the 55, 56, 57. Is that what you're talking about? Before they,
Yeah, I
when they
never
were
understood.
two-seaters?
Remember they reissued them. They were far too expensive.
Well, and
Well,
they were also that you're talking about that retro styled one from the late '90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
Whatever that
Yeah.
was. Yeah, it was also
Hey, we got Mark
slow.
joining us. Speaking of
Why-
retro styled.
Wait. This is not cutting it for me. I'm sorry. This is not cutting it for me. You know when something's bad, it becomes good. This is just bad. You don't zoom in like Eddie. Eddie zooms in like no one else.
I
What the
think
fuck, Art?
Narc is saying he doesn't like car talk.
No. This is not cutting it. This stream's become the Sarah Huckabee of the watch streams. The bush pig. This is what it's become.
Sarah Huckabee is a bush pig? Really?
Yes.
I don't even know who Sarah Huckabee is, Narc.
Exactly.
She's,
It's not
she's
cutting
a
it, boy. I'm
politician
sorry.
and she's the daughter of a governor.
She's a bush pig. Dirk's all over that. He's into her. Roy, you know who she is. She's a bush pig. This is not cutting it for me.
You made
Arch,
Roy
wrap this
leave.
shit up.
You made
We
Roy
want
leave.
Eddie. Eddie brings people together. He's the Mahatma Eddie.
I didn't think Eddie was up next. I thought that other guy that I'm not familiar with was up next.
Now look. By the way, Eddie's killing it. He's made $2,500 this week, and you haven't paid him. You've paid him $300. You owe him over $1,000. Don't say you paid him. You paid a percentage.
Eddie's amazing. He's an amazing guy.
You paid him a percentage. Don't say you paid in full. You paid 10%.
I paid him up to yesterday, whatever wasn't running. Look, I've sent the figures to him. I'm not going to debate it with you. Who are you?
Hey, buddy, I help him, buddy. I'm Carl Rove. He's my George W. Bush. He needs my help, so don't piss me off. You pay him. Don't say you paid him when you haven't. You paid him 20%. I don't want false narratives. Do you understand?
No false narratives?
Yes. You paid him a percentage. Don't say you paid him in full.
You've given him ideas. He's thinking false
Hey,
narrative.
hey, buddy, don't kick me up. I fucking help Eddie. I'm the puppet master.
Hey, that's really good. You're doing a good job.
Yeah. Right. This is your passive income. So what's this fucking stream after your stream?
We got the Frischman.
Fuck it. I'm going to run the Rebel stream with Eddie. Fuck it.
That's okay. You're welcome to. You are welcome to.
No, that means you win. No, you tricked me. You tricked me. That means you win. You're tricking me. By the way, I saw Mrs. Lai. She's not bad. How the fuck did you bag her?
Yeah. She's fucking gorgeous woman.
Yeah, I've got a screenshot.
She's gorgeous.
How the hell did you bag her?
Well, I'm very, very good-looking guy, Narc.
If you're showing your Playboy figures, you said this $1 million here is my yearly income. Is that what you've done? How the hell has he bagged her? Doc. Doc.
We all want to find happiness, Doc. Narc.
I'm sorry. What do you need me for now?
How's he bagged a fucking good-looking Asian woman? How old is she? She looks in the 40s.
Did you say she was gawky?
Good-looking.
Oh, good-looking. Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Well,
don't let your father near her. Don't introduce her to her father.
I hate to tell you this. I hate to tell you this, Narc, but he's had a few good-looking.
Yes, and his father's banged all of them.
Well, I think the biggest problem is some of them have been a little on the crazy side, but hopefully this one isn't.
I've got a clip of his wedding photo. Have you seen that? He's going to kick me off here. His father's in the shop.
What? Thank you for all your help you've done.
Yes. Your sons are your brothers. Your father's banging your wife.
We heard the narrative.
Yes.
What? All right, are you coming to Geneva? He's gone. I got to say something, Doc.
Yes, sir.
In America, you used to be able to judge a person by the car they drive.
In the 50s, probably, before they came out with all the car loans, yes.
What about Roy? Would you agree with that, Roy? You could tell a person by the car they
can't.
drove.
I know too many people that net worth has a load of zeros after it, and you would never know by what they drove.
But that's because of the advent of all the loans and everything else. I mean, at one time you didn't have all those options, and you had to be at least a little wealthy to get a wealthy man's car.
I mean, I know people that they got one car that they like and they drive it for 20 years and they're worth a ton of money. And so now it's old. Like, you know what I mean?
That's what they call Volvo drivers. Volvo drivers, don't they? Volvo. You know, I really
some of them do that.
You know what car I really aspired to own, Doc?
Which one is that? The Porsche?
I wanted one of these, Doc.
What the heck?
The Volvo 240 GL.
Oh, no. That's kind of like, that was definitely the 3-box Volvo, if there ever was one.
But remember, after they had the 740 GL, that was actually a nice car. Remember these?
I mean, they were nice enough, but they were very boxy design.
They were a good, safe car. I remember in gold, they looked amazing in the champagne. Look at this, the champagne.
It's just, they lacked styling.
I thought they were cool. You didn't like Volvo?
I did at the time, but it wasn't top of my list. Plus, I didn't have a family like you, I suppose. Maybe that's why you're looking at the Volvo.
As long as you were looked after, Eddie, I tell you what, mate, as long as you were looked after and you can grind out your 50%, that's fair, because I think 50% is fair because you're doing all the legwork, you're pumping out the hours. It's almost like a daily job, an 8-hour-a-day job, right? Which is fucking, amazing. Then what he brings is that cachet, is that, this is a channel, it's been around for a while, associated with this, it's got access to these guests, these supporters. So it sort of goes hand in hand. But because you're doing the bulk of the work and you've turned it into something interesting, then you definitely deserve minimum 50%.
Yep, we can do it. We can increase it. We can increase it for the Eddies. I think we might do that. Next paycheck. Next paycheck. Can I ask you something? What cars were you aspirational for? Can I tell you what I really loved in the 80s? Can I show you what I really wanted?
Sure.
I wanted one of these, a Maserati 222.
That was attainable.
That was the bi-turbo. These were the bi-turbo Maseratis.
I don't think they did well in terms
They
of
were shockingly unreliable.
right, or reliability that
Shockingly
they didn't
unreliable.
do well. But
no, but they were. I thought they were beautiful.
Well, it's part of the
We got
reason they
Narc
were
on here.
always.
Hey, Narc.
Wait. It's 50%.
50%. We'll change it now.
All
That's
right.
fine. Done.
All right. Wait. I think you understand. He's bringing the community together. You're making a good money here. You got to give him the incentive to get off his fat ass and stream 18 hours a day. So we agree to 50%.
50%. Narc.
All right. All right. He also has he's using his PayPal for the people who don't want to super chat. You got to keep him happy. He wants to buy the girlfriend experience from Maxine. That's the girl he's seeing, the hooker. Girlfriend experiences aren't cheap.
He's got a choice. Mark, he's got a choice. He can either split the PayPals or...
No, that's his. No, that's his. Sorry.
No, that's
I'm not going to help. Look, buddy. 60. No, it's 50% and he gets PayPal.
We got on there. We got Uzi joining us. Uzi, how are you?
Bro, what up, dude? I was about to snitch on you. That I was going to tell a narc that you won't let me on.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, Archie, look, this is the deal. You keep the memberships. He's had over 200 memberships. He keeps the PayPal at 50-50.
Okay.
Deal?
Okay, Naki, deal.
All right, that's a good deal, right?
That's a good deal.
Look, he's got a job now. He's fully qualified for this job.
He's doing a great job.
You understand? He was unemployed, no girlfriend, lives with his mother. Is qualified for the job. You got to keep him happy.
He plays with his feet.
Yes. Mahatma Gandhi. Uzi's come back. Plastic's come back. Everyone goes on the Eddie show. Except Roy, you withholding cunt. Roy, what the hell is it?
It was sitting not being used. The channel was not even being used. Like, come on.
Roy, why haven't you jumped on and say hello to Eddie?
I was watching one of the streams, but just too much running around recently.
Oh, by the way, your audio is pathetic.
I know, I'm in my car driving.
What kind of car have you got?
Ford Mach-E.
Yeah, I don't want any car talk. I gotta go. Uzi, you gonna see you on the Eddie show later on?
All right. What did you say?
Yeah. You gonna jump on Eddie's later?
Maybe, yeah. He's going after the this show. He's going after this show.
Oh, we might Rebel Stream. I don't fucking know. Maybe I'll speak to him.
It's win-win.
give him a ring.
Either way, guys.
What? Save your money for the Eddie show. The chat. Save your money for the Eddie show. See you later.
See you.
He's
what are we doing here?
Guy than that. He's a good guy. I got to tell you something, guys. When you were at med school, Doc, learning to be a chiropractor, Doc, we lost him. Oh,
what's going on?
We got Roy. Roy's here. We got Uzi here. Uzi, how you been, man? Any good cars?
Archie, how you been, dude? What's going on, man?
Any good cars?
Yeah, I got a Volvo.
What model?
I forget. It's too many letters for me. S70 or something like that. I did a YouTube short on it. I did it just for you.
Okay.
Yes. I know that you like cars.
Yes, sir. And what happened to this one?
What happened to the Volvo?
Yeah.
I'm gonna drive that thing with a Batgirl on.
Yes.
It's from the It's 1999. What are they gonna say about me? They're gonna say, "Wow, this dude's driving a fucking '99 mint Volvo in Pittsburgh, no rust, with a fucking Batgirl on." What kind of guy does that make me, dude? A boss, bitch. Say something. Come on. It's a great era.
Yeah, no, that's amazing.
It's a great era, dude.
Volvo's a great car, don't you think?
I think it's. I like the older ones. Yeah, I like the old ones.
The modern stuff is garbage.
I like neo vintage cars. I like neo vintage cars. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's got 40,000. Hey, Archie, it's got 40,000 miles on it. 45,000 miles. You know how much I paid for it?
How much?
$300 USD. They pretty much gave it to me. So here's a
Wow.
neo vintage. Here's a neo vintage Volvo. Go have fun.
Right.
Go have fun in Pittsburgh. I said, okay, I will.
Running or not running when you got it?
It's running, dude. Come on. It has a little crack in the radiator. A little tiny little crack in the radiator. I could fix that. I'll fix it myself. Insane. I just haven't had time to get it like plated. It's in my name though. I just didn't plate it.
I mean, it's a 90s Volvo. If anybody sees it with plates on it, they'll probably think you're crazy. I think that's the kind of car you drive without plates.
No, drive without plates.
You'd be shocked at how many people drive without plates on cars in Nevada. I see it all the time out here.
Maybe I could put an RT plate on it. Do you know what that is?
I have no
what's an
idea.
RT plate?
It's like a repair and towing plate.
Oh, repair and towing plate.
Yeah, RT plates. They're pretty cool. You can slap them on anything. You don't have to like do anything.
Are you allowed to do that?
Yes, if you're registered, yeah. RT plates.
Well, technically, there's a reason for those type of thing to exist, but it's not to use as your primary driver. So, can you do it? Yes. Is this the circumstance where you're allowed to? No.
No, you're
Yeah, but
allowed to. You're allowed to.
You know who used to do that with the plates? You know, what's his name? You know who used to do that? Was the guy from Apple. He used to always have a new car.
Oh, Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I doubt that he was using RT plates. There's probably no way he was doing that.
No, because he was a new registration. You got 6 weeks or 2 months to get plates on it. So he would just continually buy a new car.
That's not true at all. You got to get a plate instantly if you're driving.
I couldn't tell you. Yeah. Well, I couldn't tell you what the law is in California with that. You know, they give you like 30 days in Nevada.
To get a plate?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So, what if you're out there committing crimes? How are you going to be identified? You just go plateless? Like, what?
Well, they give you a tab that essentially, you know, has all your.
Oh man, are these my comms or are these his?
No, that's his. That's his car.
He's out there in Tahoe. He's in Tahoe, the mountains. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Tahoe.
Who's it?
Any other good cars? Any BMWs lately?
No, Mercedes. I got a Mercedes. It was junk though. I got a Mercedes. It was junk. I just dropped off a Jeep Compass. It 2012. It was like a something 550. It was like a something 550. 2012.
And they're junking a 2012 Mercedes?
Yeah.
You're joking, aren't you?
No, I do it all the time. Well, not 2012 all the time.
2012. Shit, that's still a good car, isn't it?
I didn't think so. I you know what? I get the feel. I get feelings about cars. This Compass, it needed a fucking. I just bought it. I'm on my way back from dropping it off. It needs a. I got a repair shop. The customer sold it out. They didn't feel like paying the bill, so it needs a new fuse box. I don't want to deal with it, so I dropped it off to my dealer buddy. He's a dealer.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do something with it. You know what I'm saying?
Amazing stuff, Eddie. You get any
Where's
of these
Eddie?
Maseratis? You see many of these? You know, you wouldn't, would you?
Where's Eddie? Did you just call me Eddie?
No, Maserati. Maserati, you see.
What are we doing here? What are we doing here? I don't even know what we're doing here.
Yeah,
He's
I'm
looking
getting
for the
ready
one
for
car
another
that's
show
more,
coming up.
one car that's less reliable. The only car that's less reliable than the Bentley he wants is this Maserati he wants.
You don't like Maseratis?
I mean, for my entire lifetime, they've just been kind of nowhere, shall we say.
What year is that?
Yeah. These are 80s Maseratis. You know what they stole? You know what they based the styling on? They based the styling off a BMW 3 Series. Did you know that?
I think you're going to be in trouble with the maintenance and everything on a 40-year-old Maserati, even a brand new Maserati.
Oh, it'll fucking kill you. Look, it's a garden ornament, okay?
I think
Doc, it's a garden
Well, he's just going down the list. He's trying to find the least reliable car he can get.
are those cheap now? Is that why you're looking at it? I mean,
I just like the styling. I'm just selling you. We're just talking about old cars. I liked them in the day, but they were the bi-turbos were.
I'd actually rather have
performance, but
I think the styling. I'd rather have the M3 from the original M3, which would have been that same time frame. Or even the Mercedes. The Mercedes at that time wasn't bad looking.
Okay, guys, I'm going to take a little break because I've got another
Mercedes
coming up in half an hour, Arch. We've got a super chat. We've got a super chat in. This here is from Patel Philippe, $5. Come on, Arch. Tell us what you were thinking when Plazo instigated your shakedown. That's okay. I'm happy. Honestly, with Eddie, I'm happy to keep Eddie going. Eddie's doing a great job. We can do it. We've got a deal here. We can either have him share the PayPals or 40-60 and he keeps his PayPals. It's for Eddie to decide. So Eddie is coming on the show to eat a pizza on air for Nelson. Keep it live for a bit, AC3. No worries. I'll just go to the toilet. I'll be right back.
Oh boy.
I'm getting a Batgirl. Guys. Batgirl.
What happened to you've got the gold sub. You love that, don't you?
I do. I wear it every day, yeah.
A Batgirl steel. Why is that? You want to protect the gold one, or what's the reason
Not
for it?
really. I just want to switch it up a little bit, and it's cheap. It's like, what, 16K?
That's still a lot of money. That's not cheap in many people's views.
Not 37 grand.
You may find you wear it more than your gold sub.
I got a question. I wanted to ask the horological community a question. So, what would my 3-piece meal deal combo, whatever, protect for? Horological community. What happened? What was that?
You're echoing.
Why? Why did I echo?
Sometimes these things are impossible to determine.
Okay.
Because it's
at any rate, what I wanted to do was get an opinion. So I got the gold sub with the black bezel. I'm gonna get the Batgirl. Then after that, what's my third watch to go with those two? I need to know before I get the Batgirl.
Pepsi, maybe.
No, come on.
Sounds like you're into that.
Well, you want to get the 3 functions. You want to get a.
No, I don't care about functions. I don't care about functions.
He's all into just.
You want to get a Daytona sub.
I don't like Daytonas. I don't like the pushers. I don't like the
pushers.
Guy. Yeah, I'm not a Daytona guy. Yeah.
That's why it's the Pepsi. He's a Pepsi guy.
I don't know. I think if you get the Batgirl,
used to be you liked Pepsis.
Yeah, but the Batgirl's nicer than the Pepsi, so it's like, okay, I got the Batgirl. I don't want the Pepsi, so I got this gold sub that I love. I'm really gonna like that Batgirl too. Then what do I get? What's next? I don't know. It needs to be a platinum wash. How come they don't have platinum subs? Where's my platinum sub?
You can get a day date platinum.
Nah, I'm over the day dates. I'm not a day date kind of a guy. That's too formal. That's fancy schmancy, you know.
Maybe a yacht master.
No,
No. There's nothing out there for me.
you gotta get a 40 mil one, but that's the problem. You don't get the small one. They're too small.
What if they come out with the
You just
platinum?
say that because you can't afford it, Uzi.
Can't afford what? What can I afford?
You just say that
platinum
because you
data?
can't afford it. You're very
I can afford-
narcissistic, Uzi.
No.
To be honest with you, you're very narcissistic. It's all about you. It's all about you. You.
Son of a bitch,
How
Tan's
great you
texting
are.
you
Well,
again,
if you were
isn't he?
so fucking
Tan's texting you
great,
again.
if you were so
Motherfucker,
fucking
Tan got
great,
him. It's over, guys.
if you were so fucking great,
Tan got me.
We got Eddie is eating pizza.
Hey, thank you, man. Hey, tell Nelson Oliveira, man. Thanks for this pizza, man. He got it for me, man. Appreciate it, man.
That is incredible. Eddie, enjoy the pizza, man. You are doing so well.
So that's your
I'm
first
so
meal in a
proud
few
of
days.
you, Eddie. Look at that. He's eating wholesome food.
Thank you very much,
pizza
man.
did you get? What brand of pizza did you get, Eddie?
I wanted to get a stuffed pizza, but this is this restaurant, the one that I wanted to go, they no longer exist. So the new place, I ordered a pan pizza, but they gave me this. It doesn't look like a pan pizza, but it's still good though. You know.
Is it delicious?
Yeah, it's very good. It's spinach and mushrooms and cheese. That's it.
And out of 10, what would you give it?
It's pretty good. It's about an 8.
Fuck. Chicago pizza. You can't beat that. Chicago pizza.
Now. Thank you guys, man. Appreciate it. How's everything,
that is
man?
So you look so happy eating that.
Yeah, man. Thank you very much.
Man.
So,
Eddie, I tell you what, Eddie, we've been having a bit of a think there, Eddie. This point forward from the shows you're doing, we're going to, after the Google tax, we're going to split it 50-50 with you.
Hey,
because
Archie,
you're doing such
bomb.
Okay? So from this point forward, we're not going to back pay, but from all the new shows that I haven't paid you for, 50-50. It's done.
No back pay. Never.
Wait. You're getting 50%,
wait.
and you can keep the PayPals.
That's correct. He can keep his PayPals. We like Eddie.
All right, you happy with that?
Thank you, man.
Little Dave brought up a good point. There's not too many PayPals. Little Dave needs a shout out here, guys. There's not too many PayPals, so he brought up a good point.
And now
you don't even interact with your chat, Archie. What the fuck is this?
No, you don't get it. They're going to spite PayPal. Spite PayPal just to piss off Archie. You don't get it.
Hey,
you can't do a spite PayPal. No one sees it. No one sees it. That doesn't work.
Eddie puts in. Good luck.
No, you can read the comment. No, this is the way it works. This is the way spite PayPals work. People in the comments.
You're fucking my shit up right now.
Yeah. I got to tell you, Eddie puts effort in. We reward effort. It's okay. I don't mind. Eddie's doing well. That's what we want him to do. There's nothing fucking wrong with that. Eddie's a good mate. He's a good guy. I'm happy we can get some money and food to Eddie, and nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I send the full spreadsheets to Eddie so he can check it. There's nothing fucking secretive.
Hey Archie, I always said you're the man of your word. I know you are, man. I know you're a man of your word. I always maintain that with anybody. They were saying different, but I always because I trust. I know you're
that's exactly it. Eddie, I'm happy. Nelson is sending you stuff. That's great. Nelson's a great guy. He's actually sent me some funds to get some pork today. I'm getting some pork. I will film. By the way, Eddie,
Archie,
I'm going after my show.
Buddy, I'm the one who helps fucking Eddie. You want some of that money? Don't fucking backstage me. Do you understand? Do you understand, Arch? Otherwise, I'm going to be withholding. Hey, Fatso, do you understand? Don't backstage me.
Naki, we love you, Naki Poo.
No,
we
no,
love
no,
you, okay?
don't backstage me.
That's AI Archie right here.
The spite papers are going to be coming in, fuckface. Yes.
He's spitting. He's spitting. He's
Eddie
mad now. When he
deserves
spits,
everything
he talks.
I got leverage. I got leverage.
Every cent you can get.
No, you don't understand.
Eddie
I'm the
deserves
live
every
mookie.
cent.
I come
You know
on,
what?
play my
Puts
clips.
such
I'm their
long
mookie.
hours in. He puts
Guys,
in
one at a
such
time.
long hours.
No,
I've got
plastic.
nothing against Eddie. Eddie deserves every fucking cent he gets. Okay, I can tell you that
Yes,
now.
50% and all those spite PayPals. No 30%.
It doesn't
No,
matter.
Archie got.
Eddie's putting fucking hours in. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Right.
Uzi, get the PayPals ready, buddy.
What makes no sense is anytime I want to talk about buying a watch and stuff like that, he goes, you know what Archie does? It's all about you, isn't it? Like I'm a self-centered fuck. Oh,
No,
I'm sorry. I hopped
Eddie
on a
gives
watch
you
stream and talked about a watch, asshole. And he goes, it's
Eddie
all
gives
about
you
you.
attention. Yes, Eddie gives you love and attention. He listens to you and he zooms in
What
on
the
the
fuck
watch
is
that he
this
likes.
shit?
Yes, he zooms in on the watches that he likes.
That he likes.
You understand? You don't
He
do that
zooms.
shit.
Nah.
Uzi's respected on Eddie's channel.
Yeah, what do you got to say about that, Archie?
Yeah.
You know what? I love you guys. You guys are good characters.
Generic as fuck, dude. No imagination whatsoever.
That's a catchphrase, Uzi.
It's a catchphrase. It's filler talk.
Yes. Uzi.
I'm really happy that Eddie's making.
Yeah, here we go.
Eddie's doing
I'm with
good.
you,
Well,
Archie, man. I'm on your
so
side
happy.
always, man.
What do you mean you're happy?
Eddie's always been a great guy. I love Eddie. You know that? I tell you what, Eddie.
You hate him. I got clips of you saying he's a nut job. Let me play those clips.
Eddie's great.
all right,
I
man.
love Eddie.
I love you
No,
too.
I love Eddie. You know
I
what?
always
The thing
wanted
is
to
with
be
Eddie
friends with
is
you. I always
he's
wanted.
doing something he enjoys. The community's embracing
Cut the crap
him.
out of my clips saying he's a complete nut job. You kicked him off many times.
I'm just going to
It's
go to the
okay,
toilet.
man.
No,
Everything
no.
in the past is
I'm a
over,
fact
man.
checker. Look at him.
He's running away.
Eddie.
I'm
What's
going
up,
to go to
man?
the toilet.
Eddie, you're
I'm
the
taking over this stream,
Yeah,
man.
you got the keys now. Kick the
taking
fucker
this
off.
stream.
Eddie, you don't get it. You're Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Eddie.
I removed Archie, man. Say, get the fuck out of here. This is my show now, man.
That's it, Eddie.
No, I'm just kidding, man. I'm fucking kidding, man. I'm joking, man.
You gotta thank Plastic for getting you 50%.
Yeah, man. You guys hooked me up, man. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, man. So what's going on, man? What's happening here?
Hey, save your load for your show. Jump off. Withhold.
All right, man. I'm gonna get off this one. We'll wait till.
Yeah, no, you're diluting your brand.
Right. All right, man.
Don't
All
premature
right, guys.
ejaculate.
All right, man.
I gotta go. I gotta go to this gas station.
Yeah, I gotta
See you
go.
later, guys. See you later.
Well, now. Well, let's take a look and see what's happening in the chat. Roy's gone. So there's that.
No, I'm still here. It's just.
Oh, you are?
Okay. I switched to my tablet when I got home, but my headset's not wanting to be selectable. So.
Well, you know who has gone to the loo. Yeah. But to be fair, normally he would do that at least a couple times in a show. He hasn't done it until now.
Well, he hasn't been eating ice cream, so.
I'm looking for anything watch related, and I see nothing. Jimmy wants to talk about skin tight shirts. I'm not sure why, Roy, but he does.
You know, life's mysteries.
Let's see. Looks like Green Rush is missing Mark Goldberg. Okay. Well, he pops up now and again. He'll be back.
He's been on in the last week or so, I'm pretty sure.
What else do we have? I have to say, Mike the Mistake, who is Maxine? Do you know who Maxine is, Roy? Maybe I'm just not watching enough of these shows to know who Maxine is.
Allegedly, it's Eddie's prostitute.
Eddie's who?
Eddie's prostitute. We're trying to get him enough money together for the girl for the year.
Ah, okay. Well, you know, maybe he needs an outlet.
Oh, we got Doc and Roy. Where's Mark gone? And Uzi? Where have they gone?
Well, as soon as you took off, they took off.
Ah, that's okay. It's really good to see Eddie finding his place, you know?
Hey, if it works for you and it works for him, that's a
If
good
Eddie
thing.
does well, I'm doing well. That's fantastic.
There's that too.
I can't begrudge him.
You know, who knows? Maybe I should try doing a little dungeon. Maybe I could afford that $180,000 watch.
Doc, I wanted to ask you something, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Do you think there'll ever be a time where you say, you know what? Maybe I'll sell off half my collection and get a dream car. And I don't mean, when I say dream car, I'm talking like a fucking amazing, I'm talking super
Absolutely.
fantasy.
I'm
Yes.
I'm on the list for a couple of those kind of cars, but the likelihood that I'll be selected is very small. And then as an alternate to that, I'm considering getting a car that'll take, I think once you make the order, once you give them your cash, it takes about 3 or 4 years to get the car. So
Wow.
I'm considering that.
Would
I have
you
a
go
house
classic?
that
I saw you more of as a classic car man.
I am thinking classic, yes.
Like GT3 or GT2 Porsche.
Well, I think a GT3 might be kind of nice as an alternate as well, and that would be cheaper certainly. So that might be a better way to go in the end.
If you're on the list for Ferrari, they've been pissing a lot of people off. You might get it sooner than you'd expect.
I will say it's not a Ferrari, but
We can hardly hear you there.
you can hardly hear me.
No, it's probably
With Ferrari, you have to get a Roma first, don't you? You got to buy a Roma first, don't you?
Yeah, nobody's doing that bullshit anymore. They're telling Ferrari to get fucked at this point.
They make you get a Roma, don't they?
Because everybody's not willing to lose the money on the Romas and stuff anymore, and those are building up, and then people are not taking the other cars as well.
I don't want to.
I'll be back 1 minute there. Just hang on, guys.
Oh, another bathroom break, huh? Wow. What's happening?
I'm gonna close out of this and then re-enter it and see if the headset will work, because
I can hear you now. Oh, you want your headset to work though?
Yeah, because otherwise I have to hold like the tablet up to my face. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that is a little bit of a pain, admittedly. Yeah, indeed. Ah, yes. Let's see what we have here, huh? Wow. Where are our members? Oh, you're going to see if that works, huh?
There we go. I have the correct audio. I guess it just doesn't like it if I open or if I turn on the headset after I'm already in the studio.
Doc, I'll be back in 1 moment. 1 moment. Just cover me for a couple moments.
I thought you were already gone.
Yeah, I thought he left too, but okay. I mean, if looking to talk watches, then I was not. First of all, I fucking really hate the name Land Dweller, but I mean, it's not the dumbest name Rolex has ever come up with. But now that I'm seeing that it possibly has a natural escapement, and then the hidden clasp mechanism on what looks like to be a pretty interesting bracelet, I'm starting to actually look forward to seeing whatever that ends up being.
Well, so far the pictures I've seen, it's not a bad looking watch to me. And it reminds me of the oyster
thought it looked
quartz.
like shit at first. Correct. Yeah, I thought it looked like shit at first, but I just don't like. Look at the video for most recently, and look at the clasp and bracelet there. I think that actually looks really good. So I'm just wondering if something weird is going on with those leaked renders. You know what I mean?
Well, what I've been looking at are mostly stills from the video, but I have also seen some of the so-called leaks, and
Yeah.
it
like
has
the
potential.
Oyster quartz. I like the oyster quartz. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I actually think the Texado was a much more successful design as far as an integrated bracelet Rolex.
Well, for me, the oyster quartz was just a little tiny, and
we got some exciting news. I've got my guest, Alan Frischman, is on the show. Well, this guy I've been trying to get on for years, and Roy,
yep.
I gotta tell you, man, I'm just trying to get this segment off the ground with new talent. I'm trying to get it off the ground. It's difficult to try things, but I'm really happy that Eddie's done so well. And the thing is, if anyone wants their own show, it's available. If Doc or Roy want their own show, we can do the same thing, because I try to give everybody the chance. I want them to succeed. We want them to succeed. That's what I want them to do. So I've got this show is called the Marcus Allen Frischman live stream. Now, this guy is eccentric as fuck. Eccentric as fuck. I don't quite know what he does, but he's just such a cool gentleman. Okay. He's had a string of Caymans and Boxsters. He's a watchman. He's a lifestyle guru. That's what he is. He's a guru for the lifestyle. And I got to tell you guys, the thing about it is, you got to have some fun people in your life. That's always what we want to do. We want to get some fun. I don't think he's been married. I don't think he has kids. I think that's how he can afford the lifestyle, Doc. Doc, footnote to oneself. Don't get married, Doc.
You mean don't get married again? And
yes.
I'm already there. So
yeah.
If I do, it means that I've lost my mind and I need an intervention.
Exactly. Another intervention. But I got to tell you, it's an interesting thing. I've been thinking myself, would you sell some pieces off and buy an amazing car? Doc, what is your car that is super amazing? What is it?
Well, like Roy mentioned, if suddenly somebody was offering a GT3, I'd probably have a hard time saying no, and then I'd possibly have to sell a watch or two to get it. So that could be one.
Also, a Porsche. What do you think of the GT40? You know, the GT40?
You talking
If
about
I
the
got-
original Ford from the 60s or the? Or
I think
Yeah, well,
he
they
means
did
the
the reissue.
newer.
You know, the reissue.
I think
The
you mean the new
reissue.
Ford GT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
What did you think of that?
Yeah.
those things are usually something close to $1 million, but again, even though it's expensive like that, they're extremely hard to get your hands on. So if it was offered, I'd have no choice but to go for a HELOC and sell off a bunch of stuff and do what I have to do.
Hey, we've got a super chat from Patel Philippe. He says to me, AC3, I've linked the show to the Fleischmann one. Thank you so much. Let's go through and thank our super chatters today. Our super chatters we had were Patel Philippe, ASB88, Patel Philippe, ASB88, Mark the Shark, BTX, Patel Philippe, Will Money, Watch Your Timing, Sam Davidson, Patel Philippe, BTX, Patel Philippe. Guys, the show is linked. We're linking very soon. I've got the promo video ready to run. So we've just got a couple minutes we're killing before I get onto the new show. So guys, this is automatically going to link you to the Marcus Allen Fleischmann show. Now, this guy is eccentric as fuck. Okay? He is a gentleman's gentleman. This is a guy who he has lived life to the fullest. The fullest. He's vibrant. He's electric. He is, you know, I got to tell you, I've been wanting to get this guy on for a while, and we'll see how it goes, guys. I'm not going to have other guests. It's just going to be me and him talking luxury lifestyle, living. This is what it is. This is one of the beautiful things about being in the capitalist world, is that we can pursue our dreams. Our dreams. We can pursue our dreams and we can make things happen. And I got to tell you something, guys, that's important. We pursue the dreams, We want the dreams. So, guys, I hope you like it. I'm trying to get the things going.
Members are already asking if Eddie's going to be part of the Friedman show.
We'll see. We will see, guys. We will see. Okay. I'm just about let's run. Let's end this stream, and I will as I'm ending that one, I'll start the new one. So let's go, Cowboys. Here we
Do you mind if I stay for a while? All snuggle up in each other's arms. Do you mind if I stay by your side? Just looking at you, all the time goes